get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Kung bago ka sa channel ko, i-click mo lang ang subscribe button at i-click ang notification bell para makakuha ka ng mga bagong video na gaya nito.
Well, trust is the most important thing, as we discussed this few minutes ago. If people give me, when I had no money, because when Alibaba started, 18 founders in my apartment, I told everybody, say, put all your money savings on the table, leaving the money for 10 months food and room, rent. The money you have put on the table, I want to gather the money, and nobody should borrow the money from parents. Nobody should borrow money from friends, because I don't want to make your parents and friends bankrupt because doing Alibaba. So 18 people, we gathered $50,000 US. We started Alibaba in my apartment. And those people, actually, none of us has money. But if somebody say, I give you $1 million US and I give you trust, which one I would choose? I choose those people who give me the trust, because it's the trust that make us be united. It's the I think 18 founders, they trust me. Because they trust me, I have to be very loyal to them and loyal to the mission that we have. I am not the person that I admire your courage for explore the Mars, but I admire a lot of people spend efforts on improving the Earth. It's great to send 1 million people to the Mars, but we have to care about the 7.4 billion people on the Earth. How can we make the world more sustainable? If everybody agrees, then there is no opportunity. When people criticize you, you have to think. And I spend most of my time thinking about the future. I spend most of time listening to the complaints. Because people like me, we don't have money, we don't have technology, we don't have a strong relationship. The only thing we compete with the others is that how we see the future. If I believe the future like this way, and those people believe that way, of course we're different. And when we believe that is the future, we start to do it. We start to spend time, we start to gather people, we start to do little by little. And I think everybody can be successful if you really try hard. I started Alibaba in 1999 in my apartment. I talked to the 18 founders that one of the things we want to prove, if Jack Ma and his team can be successful, 80% of the people in the world, they can be successful, because we don't have money, we don't have technology, we don't have almost nothing. The only thing is that we believe in the future and start to do little by little. So people like us, we are getting used to be criticized. We are getting used to be said no. People say no to you. When people say yes to you, we really appreciate it, because it's not, why people should say yes to you. You have to prove. So as an entrepreneur, you have to get used to be challenged, have to get used to be said no by the other people, by the investors, by your customers, by the people. But this is the opportunity. When everybody believes it, you have no chance. When only a few people believe it, you prove it, that's your chance.
First, I think it's a very, very important task. It's a great honor to get involved, because this digital period, which we like or don't like, next 30, 50 years, the human beings will be on the digital area. So, but great thing is we have a great panel. and people from different academic, business, government, and we start to discuss, every area have a different thing. Countries like China, countries like Europe, USA, and countries in Europe, they worry a lot. In Africa, they don't worry about anything, just want to grasp it. So we talk to a lot of people, we listen to them, we think the more disagree we have, the more I think it's important that we should not worry about the future. Nobody is the expert of future. We should learn, we should embrace it, and we should change our mentality to embrace this revolution and have the confidence in ourselves. There's problems, there are good things, how we can solve the problems, how we can work in together and to face this challenge. So I think it's a great fun to work in the 9 months. And I never know I would be able to survive for 20 years. So I call myself like a blind man riding on the back of a blind tigers. And for 20 years, survived to today, still surviving. But we want to make this company last 102 years. So we finished only 16 years. There are 86 years to go. So I hope that 86 years later.
Explain why 102. So you started in 1999.
Yeah, because in China, everybody wants to make company for the last 100 years. This become a slogan. Nobody take it seriously. So if you want to give, the KPI to your people, it should be very specific. Then people know it's serious. 102 years that we were born in 1999, Alibaba. So last century we had 1 year, and this century we want to have 100 years. Next century, 1 year. 102 cross-rich centuries. So very specific. So in our company, we never talk you're successful or not, because we think there are 86 years. Next 86 years, there are many chances that you will fail. So that's why we say, don't talk about you're successful. 86 years later, we talk about it.